Hey everyone, welcome back to Aligned Souls Tarot. I am Lindsey. It has been a while since I have been on here. It's been 3 months to be exact. And I am so excited that I am able to come back and be here with you guys. School has been a lot this term, but I am done next week if you are watching this when I upload it. And I will definitely be back on the channel doing more readings with more time to do so. So I am super excited about that. It is Thanksgiving tonight if you watch this when I upload it. So I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving dinner or lunch. I hope you spent it with friends and family and had a really great time. With that being said, tonight we are going to do a pick a card, and it's just anything in general, nothing real specific, whatever wants to come through. It could be about relationships, it could be about finances, career, whatever your spirit guides and universe wants you to hear and know about, any guidance, all that kind of really good stuff. So this is pile 1, 2, and 3. So we will go in that order. So whatever pile you are most drawn to, maybe take a minute and feel into your intuition when you pick it. Sometimes you guys might be drawn to more than one deck. If so, then watch both if you can, if you have the time. If you guys are into the rocks or want to decide based off of the rocks or crystals that I'm using, this is Sodalite here, and it's on this deck number 1. This is, I think, Jasper. I'm pretty sure it's Jasper, and that would be with deck number 2. And then my personal favorite is the Carnelian. I will be using this one throughout all of the reads just because I connect with it, and that is for pile number 3. So go ahead and take a minute, pick your pile, and we will jump right in. All right, hey, pile 1. This is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot deck. All of my decks that I use are listed down below. There are a lot that I'm not using tonight, which is why the table kind of looks empty. I did try to fill in the gaps with some decorations and the candle, so hopefully it's appeasing. But anyways, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is just going to be whatever comes through, whatever you need to hear. Nothing really specifically that I'm trying to call upon for you. Some of you did mention that when I shuffle the cards, it is kind of loud and kind of drowns things out. So I'm going to try to shuffle more softly. Hopefully that works. And then I definitely won't talk as I shuffle. Do make note, guys, that there's a bunch of stuff in the description box. I'm really not going to go over it all. Just make sure you're checking it out. There's information for decks. There's information for my other businesses. There's all kinds of things in there, okay? Ways to donate to the channel. So really take the time to just check that out, okay? All right, let's get started. Pile 1, let's see. Also note, guys, that we did just have a new moon. Again, if you are watching this when I upload it, I think it was yesterday about 5:30 if you're here in the US. That's what I thought. Yeah, so I hope that you guys have done some releasing and are ready to do some building on things, building things up, career, finance, relationships. Okay, bottom of the deck, you guys have the 6 of Wands. I'm gonna put that over here, and it is in reverse. I do read reversals for those of you who are new to the channel. Now, because this is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot deck, all of these are a different color in relation to your chakras. So these are your crown chakras. These are your third eye chakras. You have your heart chakra, sacral chakra, and root chakra. So all of these might need opening. Definitely seeing the top 3 needing opening. And you can find YouTube videos and things of that such on how to do so. I personally have not uploaded anything like that, but I do have plans later to do so. So search for those if you guys feel inclined to open those chakras up. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, the Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles, the Princess or Page of Cups, and that one is in the reverse. We have the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So I definitely see you guys nurturing something. For some of you, it could be finances, could be like building your finances, working on your career. A lot of you, what I'm seeing is something you're passionate about. Again, could be a relationship or just could be like a hobby of some sort. This hobby, if you're resonating with the hobby aspect, that could be something that you're being guided into turning into a business. Maybe you've come to see if this is something that you should do. And if that is so, then you have the go for with what I'm seeing here, because you have new beginnings starting. There's something that is ending and beginning. And then with the Ace of Wands here, again, just reconfirming that beginning. But again, like I said, it's something that you are definitely passionate about. So you're leaving stuff in the past and moving forward with something new. Again, we do have the new moon. So totally the perfect time to be starting new things. Like I said, whether it's a relationship or career, finances, that kind of stuff. Definitely the time to start building is right now until we get to the full moon, okay? Again, definitely seeing like the nurturing aspect of this, something you've been working on for a while. I keep getting this feeling of something of the past. Something in the past like did not work out. Something and again, like take this as it resonates and apply it to your story. Not everything's going to resonate for everyone too. I forgot to mention that. So take what does resonate and leave the rest. Don't try to make it fit into your story, okay? But I'm definitely seeing that there is some regret here. There is something that was left behind that you tend to think about from time to time. I don't feel like it's very heavily burdened on your mind, but it is something you think about. And this could have been something that you surrendered on a full moon, whether you know it or not. They're telling me something about lack of communication. So for some of you, it could be family, friends, relationship that you might have had to leave in the past. I'm just trying to pick up on the Hierophant card because it's just repeating that energy. It's just repeating. I think you guys miss it is what it is. I think you guys miss whatever you've left behind. Maybe for some of you, okay, so they're for some of you, and it's a very small amount, it could have been something that you weren't giving to enough, or you weren't nourishing enough, nurturing enough. They're telling me taken for granted. So I really feel that for, like I said, just for a small amount of you. For most of you, I feel like you're questioning if you should let something go. And if that is the case, you do have other things coming in, okay? With the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel like there's like a disconnect with your emotions in this. They're telling me leave your emotions out of it. So if it is something that has to do with career or finances, they're telling you to not be emotionally attached to that. Don't be emotionally attached to the outcome. Again, they're telling me that's just specific to career and finances. That's not relationship-wise. Okay, I definitely want to get some clarity here. Yeah, you guys have something in the past that it's not done. It's not over with. Right now there's like no, if this is resonating as a relationship, there's there's a defeat here. There's like you aren't communicating with this person, or they're not communicating with you. You feel like you lost the battle. But in the middle here with the Fool card, there's just this new beginning. There's this new start, and it's telling me like it's not over yet. This is a cycle that's going to be repeated again. They're telling me there's some more lessons that need to be learned in this. But it says to let your guard, yeah, even with the Two of Coins, let your guard down and be open. Yep, incoming communication. I bet you I could keep going with these. Yep. Okay. Yes, so if it is in the way of a relationship, then it's somebody that was left out in the cold. Either they walked away from you or you walked away from them, but it's something that just didn't work out, but it's not over yet. You have to put your guard down, or they have to put their guard down. So let's definitely get some more clarification on these. And they don't want me to use that deck, so I'm going to use this deck. We'll clarify these, and then we'll get some oracle cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And then for some of you, because like I said, I feel like it's a small portion of you that's resonating as a relationship. I feel more leaning towards some sort of hobby or career for the majority of you that watch this. But for those of you that do resonate with this as a relationship, then I will get some messages from your person, cards that I've created. Okay. So, Seven of Swords. Sorry, my computer went to sleep. Whoop. Okay. Seven of Swords. See if we can get that one. Choose one. Okay. And then here comes. I almost don't want to say what just came to my mind, but I will. Because it was like instant. Alright, let's go ahead and flip these over. Look, you have the Ten of Swords again. Just more confirmation about that. Definitely the past with the ending here. I'll get here. Let me finish. Seven of Pentacles. I always do that. I always like get ahead of myself. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a relationship with these confirmations, with these clarity cards. So it all makes sense. Yep. What did I tell you? Okay, I can't wait to tell you guys all of this. Perfect. There's that 7 again. You know what's funny? You guys have the 10 of Swords right here that first came out, clarified by the 7 in reverse, right? Then over here you have the 7 in the upright, clarified by the 10 of Swords in reverse. That is crazy that they both came out on the same cards from 2 different decks. I tell you guys, like, this, sometimes this creeps me out myself, like, just the confirmations that, actually, let's do it this way. The way some of these things, like, fall into place, it's crazy. I just, sometimes it shocks me even. Wow. Yep. Okay, bottom of the deck, you guys have Temperance in the reverse. Put them right here, I guess. Okay, I can't wait to tell you guys this. So, remember how I told you with this card that there weren't any emotions attached to the outcome of this? Well, we have all of our emotions now. So, what I'm getting now, and like it's definitely a lot clearer now. This is definitely for most of you a relationship. And I say that now because so when you're watching tarot, right, a lot of people drop off early on. So I feel like the majority of people that were watching initially, this had to do with career and finances. But now that we're further into the video, I feel like a lot of those people have dropped off, and now more of you who want the information for relationships are the people who have stayed here, okay? So what we have is, like I said, there's something in your past that you kind of think about. It kind of weighs on your mind from time to time. And it ended, right? There was definitely an ending here for sure. And both of these cards just kind of confirm that. The Sun is all about new beginnings. So in the reverse, it's definitely about an ending. And then the Ten of Swords, especially in this deck, it's just that death. It's just confirmation for an ending. I do read it differently in the Chakra Wisdom Tarot because you can definitely see the sun rising in the background there, which is definitely about new beginnings, okay? Again, the Sun card being right here. And I think she's awake in this one, I'm not sure. But anyways, so in this card, I read it as a new beginning. And then, like I said, the other one, it's like an ending. So anyways, I typically, okay, so for those of you who are new to the channel, I go by what's in the picture more so than like your general, this is what this card means kind of thing, okay? Because I feel like the pictures tell the story more so than what the card itself means, while I do use that as a baseline, okay? All right, so moving forward, you have something that ended in the past. You think about it all the time. I feel like you try to get guidance about it a lot for some of you. With this, what I didn't want to say that I'm going to say right now is I feel like there's a third party situation here. And when I say third party, it could be another person in the mix, but it could also be family, it could be friends, it could be career, it could be anything that gets in the way of forming a strong relationship with somebody. Traditionally, this card is about coming together and things of the such. But as soon as this card flew out like this, my brain instantly went to, or my intuition went to third party situations. So for those of you who are watching, you have been seeking guidance about this, and you know, it's kind of like if I look at this card now, at this Hierophant card now in relation to this Three of Cups, it's kind of like a sneaky energy. So, and you have the third eye. You have here, I'll show you guys. You have the third eye like way up here, right? And it's just kind of like, oh, there's a glare on it. It's just kind of watching over everything. And then you have this guy and he's looking back at the girl who's like the main storyline of the deck, right? And she's kind of just creeping by. She is right here, though. She has the Ace of Wands here, and that's who she's being represented by right here, is that Ace of Wands energy. But you kind of have the all-seeing eye right there, right? So it sees everything. And when I put it with the Three of Cups in the reverse card, I feel like there was guidance that was needed in concerning a third party situation, okay? And like I said, that could be another person in the mix of things relationship wise, but it could just be any other outside influence, okay? And that could even be like alcohol or drugs and that kind of mess too. So again, take it as it resonates. But there was definitely a decision that needed to be made, and now we have, remember I told you guys earlier, there was this issue of not giving enough or not nurturing the connection enough. Well, now it's gone, and now we're like, well, darn, I'm reminiscing on the past here, which is what this represents. And we kind of have further confirmation here because we have the spilled Three of Cups that you see here, okay? So we're definitely reminiscing on like this opportunity that was missed. Like this was a really good golden opportunity and it should have been nurtured, but instead it was put to rest. There was something that happened. Like I said, I really feel like it was a third party interference of some sort, and it caused this to end, for there to be no communication anymore. And now there's this reminiscing on what could have been, what should have been, what was, etc. Okay? You do have this with the Two of Cups. Again, more confirmation of it being relationship bound. There's supposed to be an equal give and take in this, right? You're supposed to meet the person in the middle. You're supposed to compromise. You're supposed to figure things out. And I feel like they're telling me like this was the, I don't want to say crucifix, but this was the thing that broke the camel's back, basically, was there was an equal give and take. And this could have been a really divine connection. Actually, they're telling me it is a divine connection. And it goes through turbulence, and it's fixable, I think, I would hope. I mean, you have this new beginning at the end here, right? So obviously it is fixable in some way, shape, or form. But it's going to require emotions to be brought to the surface, which brings us to the next step. So we have wish fulfillment here. Again, like I just said, like this is a divine connection. It is meant to be. It is this wish fulfillment, right? What's funny or ironic, I guess, is that you have the Nine of Cups here, and then you have this missing cup from the Page of Cups, right? Well, if you put all of these cups together, you get the 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. It is the end-all be-all card. Let me see if I can find it for you guys, because I feel like some of you, I'm just getting this strong intuition that like a lot of you are new here. Which, by the way, thank you guys for subscribing, because we now have like 290 almost subscribers, whereas like, I don't know, 6 months ago or so, we only had like less than 100. So thank you for everybody who's subscribed to my channel in the past couple months. Like, I greatly appreciate it. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate it. And I promise to be on here a lot more now that school is ending next week. And I mean ending, guys. Like, I am done. Like, I am graduating. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, sorry. Trying to find the 10 of Cups, and I guarantee you it's going to be at the absolute bottom. There it is. No, that's not a good card. All right, this one doesn't really show it that well. The other deck does. But basically, it's fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, right? It's you and your person. It's the kids. It's the house. It's the home. And that's the same thing. I don't know why I said that twice. But it's like the future, right? I don't know. It's what everybody's supposed to want. So that's the 10 of Cups. So you have the wish fulfillment here, and you're just missing one cup. Is basically what I'm getting at with this. And it's because you have missed this opportunity, right? You guys had this opportunity right here, and it was missed. But it doesn't mean that you can't get it back. It doesn't mean you can't have this 10 of Cups here with this person. It is going to require you to be in your emotions. Emotional vulnerability. It's going to be you communicating those emotions. It is going to be, they're telling me it's going to be rough. It's going to be hard, but you guys can do it. That is what's going to bring this person back, is you being true, honest, emotionally vulnerable, speaking your truth, giving. They're telling me definitely giving to this relationship. You have to give what you weren't giving before. Now, guys, listen, just because I tell you, oh, you can have this person back, oh, it's not done with, etc., etc. Okay, cards are changeable, and you don't have to accept the information. If you choose to not be with said person, then you choose to not be with said person, and you have the freedom of choice to do so, okay? So just because it's here in the cards doesn't mean that it's definite, it's in stone. That's not what the cards are. The cards are guidance as to what the current situation is right now. Totally changeable. All these cards are changeable. You can come back next week and the cards read different, completely different, okay? Again, take it as it resonates. Don't try to make it fit. But for those of you who do want to continue down this road and to try to make something work with this person, the cards say that it is possible. Okay, so when this card here is in the reverse, this is 5 of Cups. When this is in the reverse, pause. Let me tell you it in the upright because it's easier that way. When this is in the upright, we're looking at the spilled cups. There's the 3 of Cups right there, right? Spilled cups. And you're totally missing out on the fact that there's the 2 of Cups right here behind it. Okay, 2 of Cups right here. You guys have that, right? So in the reverse, I always read this card as you see these 2 of Cups. You see this. You know that this exists. You know that that's possible. And you're turning your back towards the 3 of Cups, right? You have the 3 of Cups on the board and it is in the reverse, which means whatever was under the influence here is no longer under the influence because you made that decision to not let that get in the way of this divine connection, which is where this new beginning is coming about, because you are finally realizing that, hey, this was a really good thing and now it's done with, but I need it back because it's a divine connection, and you feel that, and this is how you do it, right? You be vulnerable, you give what you didn't give before, and then, like I said, you have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. You no longer have to be longing for this person. You no longer have to feel the regret, okay? That's what this card is symbolizing, because there is a new beginning. Guys, the 3 of Wands is all about your future. It's looking towards your future and planning your future. The fact that you guys have the Emperor here with it means you're going to do whatever it takes to make this future happen. Okay? The Emperor embodies all the kings of the deck. It's the King of Wands. It's the King of Pentacles. It's the King of Cups. What am I saying? King of Swords. It's the King of Swords, okay? That's communication. That's emotion. That's stability. That's passion, right? Embodying all of those things. Being the awakened king is the masculine goal. And you don't have to be male to be masculine. You can totally be female, physically female, and be the masculine energy, or you can be physically male and have the feminine energy. Okay, we all have both energies within us, so let me explain that for those of you who are also new, because they're telling me that I need to explain that. So we all have masculine and feminine. We all have darkness and light within us, right? So it's all a balance, right? You know how they say like everything in moderation? Basically same thing. So for me personally, okay, I'm female, physically female. It's easy for me to gravitate towards the masculine energy. I like to plan. I like to organize. I like to get stuff done. Very like doing, right? It's very easy for me to do that. In the past couple of years, I have really worked on shifting more into my feminine energy. It is a challenge. I'm definitely a nurturer for sure, but letting things flow and just letting things grow on their own and things like that without actually like trying to plan them out, it's hard for me to do. So for me to receive is very hard for me to do. I give all the time. That's masculine energy. Giving is masculine energy. Receiving is feminine energy. So learning these things and having to figure out how to balance these things has been a challenge. With all that being said, just because you're feminine or female doesn't necessarily mean that you don't easily gravitate towards the masculine energy. And just because you are a male doesn't mean that you don't naturally gravitate towards feminine energy, okay? But we all need to figure out how to balance those. However, when you're in a relationship, there's always one or the other. There can't be both. You can't both be in your masculine energy. You will bump heads like crazy. You both can't be in your feminine energy. You will get nothing done. Okay? So, I hope that resonates. Not really sure where I was exactly going with that besides explaining the fact that we both have, that we have both in us. But, yes, masculine energy could be male, could be feminine, could be female, sorry. Masculine energy could be physical male or physical female. Okay, my mind is like going, guys, I promise you. Anyways, that's the goal. That's the energy you need to be in to get this future to happen. Okay? No longer do you need to have patience. You need to break the ties that bond you. You need to stop self-sabotaging this. Start overflowing your cup with these emotions. Start sharing your emotions, showing that you are confident, showing in that, right? Confident yourself, but confident in your emotions. We have the King of Swords. Communication. Start that communication. Start with the passion. Start with being emotionally vulnerable. Stop self-sabotaging the connection. This is what is holding you back from having this. Okay? Sorry, my computer keeps like going to sleep. So, anyways, no longer being patient, right? Be in the Emperor energy. Own it. Right? Own your confidence on all levels. Go get that other cup. Go get that final cup that you need. Okay? All right. What time are we at? We're at 32 minutes. Okay. So I feel like obviously this is somebody from your past. It is somebody that you guys already know. So we will get a couple of these cards out. As for what your person wants you to know, what their higher self wants you to know, any emotions, thoughts, or feelings. I guess emotions and feelings would kind of be the same thing. I'll just get, let's say, 3 cards. 3 cards sounds good. So we'll get 3 cards of what this person that you have lost this connection with, what they want you to know, what they would say, how they're feeling. I'm going to put that one back because I don't like how those fell out. These. Yes, I have OCD for those of you who obviously didn't know. Okay. Alright, 3 cards. Bottom of the deck. Love that one. Okay, first one is my heart is yours if you will have it. So this person is still holding a space for you even though they might try to deny it. I feel like if this is an actually divine connection, which I strongly do believe that, but you will forever be in their heart. Okay, whether you move forward with this or not. Second one says, should I give up on us? I'm not sure I can keep doing this. So with the World card that was underneath here, right here, and this not being the end of a cycle, I definitely feel like you guys have cycled in and out of this, and this person is tired. This person is tired of the in and out cycle. They are tired of giving to the situation. And they just, I feel like they don't want to give up, but they don't know what else to do. Okay? Because they can't keep doing this. They can't keep giving and giving and giving. They can't keep not receiving. I mean, that kind of is obvious. They want more, okay? That's what I'm getting, is they wanted more from the relationship, and it felt like there was a disinterest on your part. Whether there was or wasn't, that's how they perceived it, okay? There's a lack of care. There's a lack of emotion. There's a lack of vulnerability. There's just a lot of lack in this. And they saw what could potentially be, and they held on to that and allowed you to come and go as you please. Or they left and came back too. I mean, it's a two-way street. But they're tired. And like they said, like they can't keep doing it this way. You will forever be in their heart though. Okay. This one, third one says, you are like sunshine on a cold, rainy day. Please stay. Which is ironic because the last one here says, I wish I could kiss you in the rain. So it could be raining when you guys watch this. If it is, I would definitely freak out. But otherwise, rain might be something that you guys share to some extent. But definitely confirmation of rain for whatever purpose is that it resonates with you. Anyways, you're the light in their darkness, right? You are the thing that brings them hope when it seems like all else has failed. And it feels like they just want more of that romance. They want more of that, you know, boy meets girl kind of vibes. Like, what's that movie? I think it's 16 Candles or whatever, where John Cusack's holding the, I can't believe I'm saying this. He's holding the boombox. Yeah, I'm showing my age now. Anyways, stuff like that, right? They want more of that wine and dine, that romance, that hopeless romantic vibes. That's what I'm getting. There you go. That's what they want more of. Maybe you didn't give that. Maybe you only gave a little bit of that. But that's what they want. That's how they want you to fight for them, is with things like that. But they definitely hold a space for you in their heart. But they're at their end. They're at the end of their rope with this. So don't be surprised if you reach out and they deny you of reaching out, or they kind of reject you. Just keep trying, honestly, from this. Like, don't be the emperor and keep pursuing. And that's another thing too that's coming through, is I really feel like they just want to be pursued. They want to feel worthy of it. Like, they want to know that you see their worth. That's definitely what I'm getting from this. Okay, guys, so I'm going to end it right there because we are 37 minutes in. I hope that this resonated. Again, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed in the past couple months. I really appreciate it. No extended reads today. And like I said, if another pile resonated, please go check that out. Definitely check out the description box. And hopefully I will be on here probably in about 2 weeks and be more consistent. And we'll do some singles loves and some couples loves and all that kind of really good stuff, okay? All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I will see you guys next time. Hey, guys. Thank you for choosing pile 2. I don't know what I mentioned in the beginning and what I mentioned in the previous read, so I'm just going to wing it, and we're going to hope that I didn't say the same thing twice. But welcome if you're new to the channel. Like I said, it is Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys had some fun with your friends and family and enjoyed the time off. If you guys want to know what decks I'm using, all of that's in the description box. I don't have all my decks out tonight just because I wanted to jump on real quick and do this. Normally I have 10 decks, 8 or 10 decks on the board, but I did fill it in with some really cool, well, probably not really cool, but some fall decor, and of course the candle. So hopefully that filled the space enough to make it look nice. But yes, check out the description box, guys, because there's a ton of information. There's information about my different businesses. There's information about the tarot decks that I use. There's information about donating to the channel. Just a bunch of different things, okay? No extended reads today. Sometimes I do those, but I haven't done those in a while. What else can I tell you guys? All right, I think that's it for right now. This is your Rider-Waite tarot. So this is the one that you guys chose, just your classical tarot. I did get some comments about the noise when I shuffle, so I will try not to say anything as I shuffle, okay? And I kind of already shuffled these ones earlier, so I'm not going to shuffle them so much. And they are louder. Okay, so just general messages, nothing specific for you guys. We'll just see what comes through, okay? Boop, 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 boop. We got one that flipped here. Also, guys, it's been 3 months since I have done a reading, but it's been because of school and things like that, and school ends next week. So hopefully I will be getting on here in the next couple of weeks and being more consistent with doing readings. If you guys hear my dog, it's his collar. Oh my gosh, you guys are just pulling all the cards tonight. I don't think the other deck had, wow, how did this many come out? Oh, okay. All right, bottom of the deck you have Judgment in reverse. You do have a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me pull another one for you, because this is going to bother me. Okay. For those of you who are new, I do have like some OCD problems when it comes to the cards and probably life in general, let's be honest. Okay, I'm going to get one more. I am going to leave a Judgment on the bottom. Oh, and I like those too. Darn it. You know what? We're just going to get the top card. Perfect. Guys, if you're new here, I don't do stuff like normal tarot readers. I just kind of wing it and we just see what happens. And then 9 times out of 10, it's actually accurate, which is scary to me. But, you know, if you have a gift, then share it. And that's what I do. So with all of that said, let's get down to it. Okay. We're starting with the Emperor in reverse. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Wands in reverse, and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, already with just these 5 cards here, this is very similar to reading 1. So you might have been drawn to pile 1 and to pile 2, or vice versa, for good reason. Because this is a lot of the same messaging, not necessarily the same cards, a couple are the same, but this is a lot of the same messaging. So let's see what comes through and how it differs. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so I feel like you guys are feeling some sort of disempowerment. I do feel like this is based around a relationship, not really picking up a whole lot of financialness with this. Just because there's a lot of cups on the board, there's a lot of wands energy on the board, and swords. And typically those are indicative of relationships, okay? Whether it's friends, family, or a partner, take it as it resonates. Again, guys, as you do tarot readings, don't try to make everything that the reader says fit into your storyline, because this is a general read. It goes for a lot of people watching this. So take what fits, take what resonates, and just leave the rest, okay? And also, something I do tell people is if none of it resonates, but you were still drawn to the pile, come back like a week or 2 later and recheck the pile, because a lot of times you might have seen it earlier than it was actually happening. And most of the time when people do that, they come back and say that it did resonate at that point. So definitely do that if nothing resonates. Okay. what I'm saying is I feel like you guys were disempowered by some turn of events that happened in your life in regards to a relationship, and you feel like it was an opportunity missed. I feel like you guys are missing said person. Again, friends, family, or partner. Take it as resonates. And I feel like you keep trying to check up on them in some way, shape, or form, and you just aren't getting through. And that could be social media, that could be through friends, that could be if you go to school with the same person, however that looks to you. There's some sort of blocked communication here, whether you yourself are blocked from this person. But I feel like you just keep trying to check in on them to see like how they're doing or what's going on in their worlds without directly contacting them, and you just can't get through. Which is really adding to this disempowerment. It's really adding to this feeling of, they're telling me like loneliness, but I'm feeling more like an isolation, okay, which I know is the same thing, but the feeling is different. Like there's a feeling of, like if I feel lonely, that's different than me feeling isolated, okay? Because if I feel lonely, I don't know how to explain that like I want to. I feel like you still have contact in some sort of way. Like you can still go check in on somebody if you feel lonely. Technically, it's kind of stalkerish if you do, but you can. The possibility is there. But isolation is like this person like fell off the earth and you like don't know what happened, you know, and I feel like isolation is like worse than loneliness. But anyways, I digress. The future. The future is unclear to you because of this situation, because of this isolation, because of this being cast out kind of thing. I'm getting that like you're not receiving the attention that you once were receiving. And what's kind of cool here is the Hangman is underneath of this card, and I will get to that in a minute, but I really like the fact that he's here because it explains a lot about this card when we move forward. But yes, I definitely feel like the attention that you were getting, you are not getting anymore. That communication, the how was your days or something, you know, just something that you were getting, you are no longer getting. And it's just adding to, I'm getting the stress and anxiety, right? Like this loneliness, this isolation, this missing out. Like there's a regret here. Like I really feel not dark energies, it's just down. It's like there are times when you really get in your feels about this situation. And I feel like a lot of times they're telling me you guys tend to refocus that energy towards your career or finances or something. But it's subconscious. It's like underlying, like, yeah, you could do that and that's a temporary fix, but in actuality, the feelings are still there, right? You still think about this person. You still reminisce is what they're telling me. Okay. Moving on with the next line. Definitely lack of communication here. Sorry. Okay, so they were drawing me to this, right? So you have, let me show you real quick. In the Four of Cups, you have this missed opportunity of a cup right here, right? And this person's like daydreaming on the way things used to be and how they felt with this person, and they're totally missing out on the fact that the opportunity is still here, right? What's cool is that the Knight of Cups is carrying a cup, typically said cup, right? So what these two cards are telling me is that there's still an opportunity here, okay? There's still an opening. There's still a window. Even if you can't find the door, there's definitely a window. This person, they're telling me this person's still holding space for you. Again, it resonates with pile 1, so go back and look at that if you're resonating with this. But you know what's missing? Okay. The reason why I'm not even going to read off the cards directly. I'm just going to tell you what they're giving me right now. let me break it down. So you guys had something. It was good. You're missing it because it's gone. Something happened. It's not that you can't figure out what happened. It's that you can't check in on this person, and that bothers you because you used to could. And yes, I'm from the South, so used to could is actually what we say. Anyways, so you used to be able to check in on this person, but now you can't. And so that future was always clear to you, that there would always be some type of a future, whether it was friends with benefits, a real relationship, marriage, etc. Take it as it resonates. There was always some hope that there was a future. And now that you're blocked or ghosted or whatever the case may be, that future is really unclear to you and it freaks you out. Problem being is this person's no longer feeding your ego, which is what I'm getting from the Emperor over there too. And because of that, and some of you probably hate me for saying that, but I'm being honest, because that ego is no longer being fed, this is how you feel. You feel left out. You feel isolated, right? Well, that person is still holding out hope for you. They still want you. They still physically want you. They still emotionally want you. They are still waiting for you to come in on a knight of shining armor with your emotions. Your emotions were not in this, and that was the problem. That is the problem. The problem is you come at it from a physical standpoint all the time without truly bringing your emotions. I feel like you play, and again, I swear a lot of you are probably going to hate me. I'm probably going to get a lot of comments after this, but I'm telling you what the cards are telling me and what I'm picking up intuitively is that you play that. Ooh, they're telling me something else too. Okay. I have to get back to that. Okay. You play your emotions in order to get into this person's life, and then it becomes just a physical connection, and you no longer bring your emotions to the table, and this person is tired of this cycle of this happening. They want you to be emotionally vulnerable with them. You do not have communication with this person because you are not emotionally available for this person. You have, okay, so before I get into this, they keep telling me to tell you guys this. So Page of Swords is communication. It's the beginning of, it's the action of communication. It is taking the first step towards communication. It is sending out the text message. It is reaching out in some way, shape, or form through a family member, through friends, whatever the case may be. It is taking the action. Okay, Ace of Swords is the idea of it, but Page is actually taking the action of it. It being in the reverse and it being under the Emperor in reverse is saying that you are being hard-headed, and this is what they're telling me. This is not typically how I read this card, but what they're telling me is you are being stubborn and hard-headed about being the first person to reach out. You are resisting, yes, you are resisting the urge to reach out to this person because you don't want to be the first person to reach out. And they're telling me that that's very childish of you. Again, a lot of people are going to hate me for saying that, but I have to say it because that's strong. That twice now they've told me that I need to tell you guys that. So you need to flip this card around, basically. Okay, so tarot is changeable. You have free will, so you can change any of these cards at any given moment if you choose differently. Okay, this Emperor needs to be in the upright position. You need to own being the Emperor. You need to own being the King of Wands, which is confident and passionate. You need to own being the King of Cups, which is emotional vulnerability, being able to communicate that. You need to own being the King of Swords, which is communication. Communication is a two-way street. It's not just talking, it's also listening. It is understanding what the other person wants, feels, needs, and communicating that you understand that. Okay? Where are we at? Pentacles. You need to be the King of Pentacles. You need to have that stability. You need to have the confidence that you have stability, and if you don't have stability right now, that you can get it. But have the confidence in the fact that you can get it. Right? You need to embody all four of those kings, that masculine energy, in order to own it. This is what you're missing out on. You stop being childish. You need to own up and you need to be more in your masculine. And that could be for a physical female or a physical male, because we all have both energies, masculine and feminine, within us. Whatever you intuitively feel more drawn to energetically is probably what you need to be more of. So those of you who resonate with the more masculine energies, they're telling you, drop the ego. The ego does not do you any good. Awaken yourself to being a king, not a child, not a knight. Awaken yourself to be the king and own it. Own your masculinity in the sense, not physically, in the sense of the energy, okay? And you can Google that, masculine energy, what it is, things like that, right? It's giving. It's giving, it's doing, it's making moves, it's taking action. Just to give you a ballpark, okay? But definitely Google it if you don't know. The person that you are dealing with wants balance, okay? You have the scales here. They're in the reverse. See that? I don't know if you guys can see that. Right there. You have the scales. They're in the reverse. This is unequal give and take. This person feels like they were the ones who were giving all the time. You switching into this masculine energy here, remember flipping this card, you're going to become the giver. And that's what you need in order to, you need to change your perspective, right? That's why I said this is a good card to be under this, because you need to change your perspective from, well, they're not giving to me anymore, to I need to be the one who gives. They want to receive. Change your perspective, okay? Changing your perspective shifts you into this masculine energy, okay? That's what I wanted to say. But over here with justice, right? Justice is about fair and balanced, right? They have the scales. Scales are right there on this card. They're in the upright. Through communication, which is represented by the sword here, through communication, okay, fair and balanced communication, you have the opportunity to change what is right now. Okay, you have the opportunity to change what that future looks like. But you have to change from being the childish knight into your masculine. You drop the ego. Drop the ego. And again, I really encourage you guys watching this to go and look up definitions of masculine energy. Okay. Okay, as far as these cards go, let's see, I typically go 5 in. Yes. So you have judgment in the reverse, which means you're not surrendering to the situation, okay? Surrendering to the situation would give you a different perspective. It would give you the energy that you need shifted, right? It would give you the ability to drop your ego because you're surrendering, right? You're trying not to control the outcome, but you are taking action, okay? They want you to take action here. You have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles on top of the Chariot. All three of these are action cards. They're not fast-moving action cards, but this is about emotional vulnerability, bringing your emotions to the table. This is about stability, okay? Bringing that stability. He's typically the slowest one in the deck, so to say, but have that confidence. These are two areas of your life where you need to build your confidence up at. You need to build your confidence in your emotions and how to be emotionally vulnerable. And you need to build your confidence that you're worthy enough. Worthy enough. Stably is not a word, I don't think. Basically, you have the foundation, right? You are worthy of this partnership because you are building a foundation. Even if you don't have, all your finances or your career completely figured out or have like a nest egg or whatever the case may be, that doesn't matter as long as you are working towards that, right? Your person will accept you for who you are, how you are now, right? And they will help you grow into where you want to be and who you want to be and how you want things to be for your future. Okay? It's about teamwork. I feel like that is a big component to this, is missing out on that teamwork aspect. Okay? The giving and the receiving and the working together, the support, the encouragement to get through it, you know, and not have to have everything so perfect before starting something with somebody, right? It's really unclear as to what caused this separation. If I was doing extended, I could go into that. I'm not going to go into it tonight. I'm not doing extended tonight, but you guys should know what it was that broke this connection down. The only thing I can tell you from what I'm getting right now is that it was self-sabotage. It was something in your mindset, something in your head, something that you believed, something that people told you, outside influences, something that bound you to not letting this connection be fruitful, is what they're saying, like to flourish. Okay, it was something in, honestly, since the Emperor was in the reverse, I guarantee you it was that mindset, this mindset, that is what's representative of this. This is what was holding you back. Your ego self was holding you back because look, she's surrounded by swords. She could grab, she's not even tied to a sword. Like she could grab any of those swords and set herself free. But she doesn't see it. She doesn't see what's around her because she's so focused on herself, her situation, that she doesn't see what's around her, what's available, what resources are available. And I feel like that's the energy that this Emperor here is representing, is there's just this ego that is holding you back. And you guys can look that up too, like how to become more awakened, how to become a more awakened masculine, how to drop your ego, how to not let your ego control things. You know, there's lots of options out there. There's a bunch of YouTube videos out there. There's a bunch of websites out there. They all explain it very well. Anyway, so surrendering needs to happen because that's not happening right now. Movement forward, definite movement forward. You have to take action. You have to take action. These two definitely resonating. Like this is a singles card and it's in the reverse. So it's telling me that you need to drop the attitude of the ego. You need to drop the attitude of being self-sufficient. Yes, you can be independent and do for yourself, but that kind of attitude sabotages something that you obviously know was a good opportunity, that you obviously still want, and they still want for you. You have the Lovers in reverse at the bottom here. It's not happening, but this is what is supposed to happen. You have healing. Look, 10 of Pentacles right here. The end-all be-all card. Because healing has to take place. Healing has to take place to bring you guys back together. But in so many of these cards, you guys have, look, 2 people here. You have 2 people here. You have the Lovers, 2 people there. You have 2 people here. You have 3 people here, but 2 in the background, you know? There's just so many cards here that represent you and this other person. You have the masculine and feminine here with the baby. Right? Darkness and light too. You have a bunch of stuff here that represents that this is a divine connection between you and this person. Again, I do encourage you guys to go back and watch reading number 1 because it definitely has a similar storyline, but we do have a why in that one. Okay. You guys, your reading came in really strong. Really strong. So I'm not going to clarify these because I feel like the story is very clear. Your guides and the universe are telling you to take action towards this person that you're thinking about, that you're reminiscing about. But you have to drop the ego. You have to be vulnerable with this person. You have to communicate better with this person. You can't just come in and play games. You can't just come in and pretend you're going to be emotionally vulnerable just for the physicality of things. This person's not going to tolerate it. Okay, I will get some messages from your person, since this is a relationship-based reading. The other reading, if you guys do choose to go back and read the first one, or watch the first one, the beginning does talk about finances and career, but it shifts about, I don't know, 10, 11 minutes in. It shifts to the relationship side. But feel free to watch the whole thing. Okay, do one more. And these are cards that I just made up, guys. Just from intuitive download or whatever. Alright, so these are going to say what your person wants you to know, how they're feeling, what they're thinking, what they want you to know, anything of the such. So I'll get probably 3, maybe 4 for you. Typically when more than one comes out, I just get the bottom one. You know what? They're telling me to give you that one too, but I think I just missed it. Wow. Okay. So it disappeared. With that being said, I get it. Okay. So the card that I saw, that I don't know where it's at now. Oh, it's right here. It says, expect a message from me tomorrow. Okay. And then it disappeared, right? So I feel like this person may type out messages to send to you, but never send them. They might delete them, or they might save them for later. And also they're telling me to tell you guys that you need to be the one to do the messaging. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck. You're going to like that one. Bottom of the deck says, if our love was a romance movie, it would be The Notebook. And Lord heaven knows that they went round and round multiple times in that movie, those two. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. It's a favorite. Okay, first one that you guys got is you are all I've ever dreamed of. Again, that person is still holding space for you. I do feel like they may know that this is a divine connection. Again, if you go back and watch pile 1, there is confirmation in that. Second one is, why can I not express all my true feelings, hopes, and desires to you? I feel like this person is holding back. They might have their guard up, especially if this is a roundabout thing that continues to happen. They may not feel comfortable in opening up to you, but there is a lot of things that are hidden below the surface for them. Again, going back and watching pile 1, they want you to be the person who expresses a lot of your emotions so that they feel comfortable in expressing theirs. You kind of need to take the lead, open the doors, that kind of thing. With that, I definitely feel like there's an emotional connection that needs to occur between the two of you in order to make this work. Third card says, I love you. So definite confirmation that this person really does care about you. They really do love you. That is true, in case some of you were asking about that. Last one here says, you are home to me. We create our own world together. Everything else melts away when I'm with you. So again, I feel like this person, they're telling me this person feels cheated in the fact of feeling this way and you pretending and then not having that confirmation after being together. Okay? Because they do feel like that. They do love you. You do feel like home to them. You feel like they're comfortable with them. I feel like they feel like they can rely on you to some extent. You might give them good advice on things, but something about your relationship, something about you when it comes to them, they just feel like that security. And again, it could be because this is a divine connection. However this resonates with you, please take it as such. But they definitely have really strong feelings for you. They're definitely emotionally tied to you. And I just keep going back to this card. I just keep hearing that they just wanted you to give more emotionally, and communicate that. Definitely dropping of the ego. Okay, so guys, that's it for pile 2. Definitely go back and check the description box. Subscribe if you guys haven't, and I thank you guys for subscribing. Those of you who have in the past couple months, we went from like less than 100 to 290 almost in the past couple months, which is awesome. I'm really excited about that. I can't thank you guys enough for that, and thank you for all the really cool comments that you guys have given me. If I haven't responded to your comments, I promise I will. I've been super busy at school, but that is done with next week. Super excited about that. I finally graduate, guys. You know what journey this has been if you've been with me for a while. So glad that it is done. Okay, pile 2. I will see you next time, hopefully in just a couple of weeks. Until then, again, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you got to spend time with your family and friends and enjoyed all of the good food. All right, guys. See you next time. Hey, pile 3. Thank you for joining me. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't remember if I said that in the beginning or not. So if you're watching this when I upload it, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys had a great time with friends and family and food. Definitely the food. Again, I'm not really sure what I said in the very beginning versus each pile, so I will kind of briefly do an overall thing. So there's a bunch of stuff in the description box. Please check that out. If you want to donate to the channel, if you want to know what tarot cards I am using, all of that is there. Information about my other businesses is there as well. It has been 3 months since I have uploaded anything, and that's been because of school, but I am officially done in about a week and a half. I will graduate and I will be all done. I'm super excited, which is another reason why I wanted to get on here, because not only is it Thanksgiving, but there's just this really good energy, really good vibes going on right now. We did have a family member pass last week, so I did want to upload something then, but decided the energy was not really that good surrounding that situation. So yeah, so things have shifted and it's a new moon. So I hope you guys have been able to release some things and are ready to start building. With that being said, let's go ahead and start your reading. I will shuffle these. I did get a couple comments that the shuffling's kind of loud, so I'll try not to talk while I am shuffling. And I apologize if it is loud. I have a Yeti microphone. I don't have like the little clip-on ones that people use sometimes. So I'm sure that it does pick up other sounds as I shuffle. Cool deal. Okay, guys. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys definitely have something new coming in, which is great. Pile 1 also had some new stuff coming in. Really feel the good energy with this. So let's go. Again, this is just general. Whatever comes out, comes out. We will go over it once all of the cards are on the table. Guys, the Emperor, oh my gosh, he has come out in every single shuffle. No lie. He's come out in every single one. I don't think that's ever happened before. Now, whether he means the same thing in all of them is different. Pile 1 and Pile 2 did have a similar message. Hopefully yours will be different, but it could all just be collective, a collective reading. Oh yeah. Look it. I'm just looking out here. Alright. start going crazy here. Just check this one. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I do flip the cards like that sometimes just to confirm the position. I saw somebody do it one time. All right, I like that. And I liked, oh, look, Page of Pentacles on the bottom again. I liked that idea, so I'm using it now. All right, guys, what do we have? What do we have? Well, we definitely have some sort of lack of communication. But with that being said, it's not like it's not being thought of. So there's definitely some thinking going on here for sure. We're going to need some clarifying cards. Definitely. Ace of Wands, passions, beginning. This was also in pile 1. New beginnings. Definitely new beginnings happening here. But in the way of something passionate. I feel the sense of waiting with the Emperor, which is odd. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some clarifying. Okay. What I'm getting so far is that there's a lack of communication in some way, shape, or form. It could be friends. It could be family. It could be partners. Okay, it could be about a job, although I'm not getting that because there aren't any coins or pentacles on the board besides this Ace of Pentacles over here. Maybe you guys are waiting on a job offer for some of you, but I feel like that's a very small subset of you guys. Splitting the deck right here, you guys do have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups, so releasing some sort of burden and ending up with the end all be all with somebody, like emotional, not emotional, I keep saying that in all the readings. Just this deeper emotional connection with a partner. Okay, so we're probably going to go relationship with this deck, but definitely you see that they have the 2 kids themselves, emotional attachments, all that kind of good stuff. So if you're new to tarot, if you're new to the channel, 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles are your 2 like dream cards. They're like you find your partner in life, and you know, have the stability, and you have the emotional connection, the spiritual connection. Like it's like everyone calls it the end all be all. Okay, so I definitely see that here in regards to releasing something beforehand, releasing some sort of burden beforehand. So back to what I was saying is I definitely see a lack of communication. I see something starting up. I do see it being something that you're passionate about, something new starting that you're passionate about. There is a lack of emotion currently surrounding that. It's kind of like your avoidance of whatever this may be, because you don't want to put your heart and emotions into it, but that's the only way that you're actually going to be victorious of it. Yeah, you have something coming in for sure. 8 of Cups here being split with the Knight of Wands, so something definitely very passionate. Okay, they're telling me steamy, so take that for those of you who that resonates with. But there's definitely a victory coming along. I feel like the person you're trying or you're waiting on, or the situation you're waiting on, is being silent. They're giving you kind of the silent treatment. Here you have the 8 of Cups again, something coming in, wish fulfillment coming in. You're going from the 8 to the 9 of Cups there one more time, and then we will get clarification. But this person's being definitely cut off. They're not talking to you. I feel like you might want to talk to them, but you kind of resist the urge to talk to them. But you guys are definitely attached. It might not be a healthy attachment, and there might be some toxicity in it, but I feel like they're telling me there's probably some growth that has been happening, or some realizations that have been happening. to make things different than they were before. It's funny because you both are looking towards this victory. It's like, okay. It's kind of like there's this argument going on that's like, and this is kind of what's been going on in the past 2 cards. So definitely collectively right now is it's like, well, I'm holding the chess pieces, right? Like I'm holding, I think that's the queen in chess. I'm really not good with chess, guys. I'm pretty sure that's the queen. It's like, there's so many things in this. Okay, so they're telling me like you're being bullheaded about it. So you're being stubborn. You feel like you hold all the pieces. You hold the queen. You have this ego air about you. And it's like, because I'm not going to be vulnerable. I'm not going to be vulnerable. And then this person's like, well, I'm not going to talk to you if you're not going to be vulnerable. But you both want this to work. You both want this to be successful. And I find that irritating. I'll be honest. Because it's like neither one of you is wanting to give. You both think about each other, right? You both have it in your heart for each other, but you just, maybe you both are being stubborn, okay? Look, because yeah, the heart here is boxed up in a cage. You guys see that? Maybe not. The heart is literally bound in a cage. Just like, yeah, my emotions, I'm not giving you my emotions because you're not giving me your emotions. And what's funny is both of these are cups of water too. There's water inside this as well with the heart inside. And it's like, neither one of you are being emotionally vulnerable in this. Neither one of you is giving your heart to the situation, but you both want it to work out. Like how that doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. You guys are highly passionate about each other, you know, but you're not talking because you're being stubborn about it. You both are being stubborn about it. All right, let's get some clarification here. I don't think I need it now, but all right, 8 of Wands. Gotcha. Yeah. See? You guys have like... Alright, Ace of Wands. Actually, let's start over. Okay. Ace of Wands, please. Thank you. Yeah. Guys. Alright, Emperor. Thank you. Oh, or do you want to go with that? No. Do that. Ace of Cups. Alright. I'm going to leave that right there because I definitely feel like that, we'll see. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Alright, I'll put that there. Just because, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like the colors line up with both of those. That's why I changed it. Let's do Queen of Swords. Oh, we got 2 cards out. High Priestess, 6 of Cups. And last but not least, they're telling me to shuffle this. Alright, shuffle. Leave it. Let me see what it is, though. 3 of Cups. Yeah, okay. I'm going to just keep that in mind. Pile 1 might resonate with you guys. The Empress. I'm going to put her to the side. But I definitely feel Queen of Pentacles. Anything else? No. Okay. So the reason I put the Empress off to the side is because you have the Emperor here. So you have a true pair. So definitely confirmation of a divine connection. So far, all 3 reads have been about a divine connection in some way, shape, or form. So you guys could go back and watch all 3 if you have the time. We're already at 1 hour and 25 minutes, so you might not have that kind of time to watch all of them. You might want to come back and watch them piece by piece. But there are things that resonate across the board with all 3 readings. Pile 1 seems to be the one that kind of encompassed pile 2 and now pile 3. So pile 1 might be something that you might want to go back and look at. So really quickly with the devil energy, before I forget, the 3 of Cups in reverse did want to come out, but not fully, so I put it back. But the 3 of Cups was also shown in pile 1 as a third-party situation that had to be let go of. Some sort of karmic energy is what I'm picking up for you guys. Pile 1, it was more general. It was just anything, really. But I'm definitely picking up a karmic energy just because you have not emotional. Oh, I guess since I'm saying it. You have emotional attachment, but I was getting more of like a negative attachment, like a negative. They just keep telling me emotional. So, okay, all right, I'll go with it. So you have a negative emotional attachment towards some sort of outside interference, whether it be friends, family, or another partner. They're either asking you to release it if you haven't released it yet, but for those of you who have released it, they are saying that you have released it, okay? But there's definitely some sort of interference here when it came to unhealthy attachment, interference that was here that you need to let go of if you haven't already, okay? So just make note of that. But what I was saying is you do have the Empress and the Emperor, and so you do have a true pair here. This is a divine connection. All 3 of the readings have had divine connections. All 3 of the readings have had a lack of communication. All 3 of the readings have had emotional vulnerability issues. So definitely go back and watch them if you can. Bottom of the deck here, you guys have the Sun card. Okay, so definitely you have new beginnings coming your way. The Star is in reverse under the 8 of Wands, which means I can't talk as fast as I am thinking through all of these. Lack of hope. Okay, so because you have this lack of communication, you have this lack of hope. Now, let me go back. Pile 2. Pile 2 had the Emperor in reverse, feeling in such a way of isolation because this person had cut you off. The person listening to the video, person had cut you off, and there's no way to get in contact with them at all, whereas before you could, and you're not receiving their energy. That was pile 2 in regards to the Emperor and the lack of communication. I'm kind of picking up the same thing here, but I'm picking up more of a stubborn energy than I am. Actually, I was in pile 2 as well. Pile 2 was more of an egotistical sort of Emperor, one that was in a childlike state that needed to release their ego, which could be very similar to this energy here. I'm just getting more of like the arrogance in this one, and I apologize for saying that to those of you watching this, but if you resonate with the Emperor and you are in the masculine energy, again, it doesn't matter if you're male physically or female physically. We do energies, not physical states, because all of us have masculine and feminine energies within us. If you're new to that, please Google it and look it up, or you can watch one of the other readings where I go into depth and explain those things. Definitely don't want to make this video longer, so I'm not going to go through it a third time. Just go back and watch, but I explain masculine and feminine energies and why that's important. So if you are resonating with the masculine energy, it's a stubborn energy. They're telling me it's a player energy, but in the sense of I hold all the cards, okay? Again, just this arrogance energy. You guys keep thinking about each other. You both want a new start here, but you can't get past it. You can't get past what this issue is, which is emotional vulnerability, which is this equal give and take between you and your person, which again was stated in pile 2 and pile 3, more so pile 2. The moon is here along with the 4 of coins, but underneath the Ace of Cups, indicating that emotions need to be brought to the surface. Emotions need to be shown. Emotions need to be expressed. You guys greatly both think about the fact that you want this relationship. It weighs heavily on your mind, for sure. Neither one of you is communicating that, though, to the other party. You are being asked to let your guard down and move forward with this situation in order to have success. Okay, you have the High Priestess here. She is the embodiment of confidence. She kind of knows all, is all. She knows things that are going to happen before they happen. Not necessarily in the Hierophant way, but she's the person that people go to. Okay, so it's very similar to the Emperor energy, and the fact that it's under the Queen of Swords. To be honest with you, this other person is being just in the same energy as this Emperor, that kind of arrogant, kind of overly confident energy, where it's like, well, if they're not going to budge, I'm not going to budge, right? So I feel like neither one of you is where you should be. Neither one of you is allowing yourself to open up and be emotionally vulnerable. You have the Six of Cups in reverse. Typically, the Six of Cups is your, how do I put that? It's your soulmate card. It's typically, let me see if I can find it. It's normally like these two little kids giving their cups to one another. But it definitely speaks of a soulmate connection. And I think you guys probably felt that a while ago and aren't feeling it now, because you're so wrapped up in who's right and who's wrong and not showing your emotions. It's like a huge game. And I think to those of you that are resonating with the Emperor energy, it's a game to you all in all. Because you have a fear of showing your emotions. But because you've made this into a game, this other person who's in the feminine has to play the game, right? They have no choice but to play the game. Even if they choose to not play the game, they're still playing the game because they're choosing to not play the game, right? I know it sounds confusing, but that's where I feel like you guys are at. If, again, you are resonating with the Emperor or the masculine here. Okay, so this is the Six of Cups, and if you guys can see this, basically it's the masculine child giving the feminine his cup, right? It's about giving. And with this being in the reverse, neither one of you is budging. Neither one of you is willing to accept the fact that you are potentially soulmates, if not twin flames, honestly. Because the Empress is the queen of all queens, and the Emperor is the king of all kings, right? So you guys are at the top of the food chain, let's say, the spiritual hierarchy of things. So it would not surprise me if you guys weren't twin flames, but you guys are being so stubborn. You guys are being so resistant that this hope of a future, that this hope that you guys are spiritually connected has like pretty much gone. It's like lost. And they're telling me it's over something petty. I don't feel like it's over something petty, but it could be. I feel like there was emotions here that either got hurt, or there were emotions here that weren't revealed. There wasn't maybe somebody being honest or truthful. There wasn't somebody speaking their truth or being in their truth. There wasn't like equal give and take. I mean, there's so many things that this could be. I don't think that it was something petty is what I'm saying. I will say that this feminine energy here, because you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. These are two areas that this person has pulled away from you. Their stability and their communication. Okay. They have pulled away the offer that was on the table for you. Maybe they gave a lot to the situation. Maybe they, were projecting this happy home life, stability, foundation, that kind of thing, and they pulled that. They've pulled that and the communication. Definitely things that the feminine energy should be providing has been pulled away, for sure, is what I'm picking up. Because they are now focusing on filling their own cup. They are focused on filling their own cup because you want to play games. And I say you just to make it easier, but like I said, you could resonate with either the feminine or the masculine in this case. So again, take it as it resonates. But there's definitely emotions being held back, for sure, 100%. New beginnings are on the way. Again, action needs to be taken here. All right, we're going to pull out. I normally do the 5, so yeah. So what's cool about this, let me put these back here like this, is if I take this card, which is the Chariot card here, right? And you look at the Sun card, the Chariot is right there coming in. So confirmation from the front to the back is that it's coming in. Okay, so by the time we go through all of this, there's definite action, definite movement here. But definitely new beginning happening. 5 of Cups is typically there are 3 spilled cups and then there are 2 upright cups. Typically her back is turned, or in this one, his to him, and his back is turned toward the 2 open cups. But with this deck, I read it differently because she is facing this way. So she definitely sees the 2 cups, and the fact that this is in the upright, that's just confirmation that this is a soulmate connection of some degree, and either you or them see, or you both actually see the fact that you guys do love each other. That's all that I'm getting from this, like strongly. You see the potential. You know that this is spiritually guided, or you guys are spiritually connected. You guys see that. And I think it's in holding on to that, knowing that is what is going to provide you guys this new beginning between the 2 of you. King of Wands in reverse, they're telling you that there's a lack of confidence and that needs to be worked on. Okay, you have the Hermit here in the upright following the King of Wands. There's a confidence to some degree here. Honestly, I keep getting ego death. Yes, okay. So King of Wands is, like I said, normally passionate, normally confident. And because it's in this reverse state, and with this Emperor, I just felt that arrogance. Remember I told you that? There's this ego death that needs to happen. You guys can look that up too, what ego death means as far as masculine energy goes. It's definitely a problem that a lot of masculines deal with, okay? It's like the main challenge, especially if you guys are twin flames and you guys have been here for a while. It's kind of like one of the final challenges that we go through. Anyways, you guys can look that up. I'm not going to explain it. Yes, so working on that ego death so that the Emperor here isn't as arrogant as he's been coming off as. That will trigger opening up of the heart and this emotional vulnerability that needs to happen, this bringing the emotions to the surface here. And then that's how that victory will take place. But the masculine is the one that has to do this, not the feminine. The feminine is on guard due to the games that the Emperor is playing. Okay, and please don't shoot the messenger, guys. I'm sorry I'm saying all this to you. If you are resonating with the masculine, I'm just being honest. Just reading what's coming through. Okay, 6 of Swords in the reverse. Normally in the upright, this is about communication going out the door, stuff being walked away from, but definitely you have double confirmation here that this is something that's coming in, okay? Communication coming in. Again, if you are in the masculine energy and resonate with that, definitely you're the one who needs to make your way towards this feminine energy here. Okay, just the way the Six of Swords is pointing. Even if I go one more with the Five of Swords here, yeah, and the Tower, I mean, I could probably go with this all day, but you see and you want and you probably regret, but you see the potential in this and you want this to work out. This person wants this to work out. Both of you want this to work out. Both of you see a victory in this, but you have to put your guard down and you have to open up that communication. You have to be more emotionally vulnerable than what you have been in the past. You have to give. Being in the true masculine without the egotisticalness of it is about giving, okay? And the feminine should be in the receiving. Make the effort. Put your guard down. This is another confirmation to put your guard down. Get out of this, right? Just get out of it. Just get over it, which I know is easier said than done, but just drop the ego. And again, that was the message in pile 2, definitely, was dropping the ego. And like I said, all 3 of these piles have really resonated across the board. So I didn't do this, and so I'll do this right now. You have the Page of Pentacles here, which is about offers, right? New offers. Pages being about the action being taken place, okay? So there's a new offer coming on the table. Knight of Cups, definitely feel with the Emperor here, this is romance. This is all about romance, and this is how you should come in. If you're resonating with the masculine energy here, be the knight in shining armor, but be emotionally available. Don't be afraid to communicate your emotions. There's so many emotions on the board here that are blocked energies that need to come to the surface. So don't be afraid to be the hopeless romantic, to show this person that they're worth fighting for, that you think they're worth fighting for. There's like love notes here. There's wine and fruit. There's flowers. I mean, there's horses. There's sunset. This is the beach. There's the ocean back here. I mean, there's so many romantic ideas in this one card. Feel free to choose any of them. But yeah, I think that this is what this person is looking for. This feminine energy here is looking for the masculine to get out of the ego and into a more vulnerable state. Emotional vulnerability. Okay, you have the sun. So here's double confirmation of the sun twice now. So definitely new beginnings once you put the offer on the table and show your emotional vulnerability. Queen of Wands is your feminine energy here. If you'll notice, Queen of Swords is in reverse, Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, and the Queen of Wands is in reverse. So even that passion has been taken off the table. And honestly, what I get from this is that your person isn't confident that you can change. They're not confident that the situation will change. So you might come in and you might offer them these things and they might be really suspicious about your intentions. Okay, so make your intentions known, hold true to that, but show in your actions. Like, I don't know, there's so many quotes about, don't listen to their words, look at their actions, in so many different varieties, right? So I feel like that's what this person needs, is the action part. They need to be shown that you mean it. Okay, they need to be shown that you want a future with them, that you're okay with being emotionally vulnerable with them, that you want to put your guard down, that you want a victory with them, that you want this with them, so that they can be in their empress, but with you instead of without you. Okay, and I feel like you both can be true divine feminine and divine masculines together if you guys would just stop playing games, if you guys would just let your heart out. Okay, but again, go read up on what it takes or what it means to be in the masculine energy in order to understand what this feminine energy is seeking, what this feminine feminine energy needs in order to be herself, so that she isn't blocking you from the victory. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I think it does. Okay, so last we have the Four of Pentacles. Again, this just further resonates with this Queen of Wands energy. Like, it's blocked energy, and I feel like she's really going to be suspicious of your intentions, because there has been a pattern in the past where things have been said, not a lot has been done, and she's believed what you've said and not made you like take action, like follow in your words, you know, and she's let you in and she's been heartbroken, and the cycle keeps repeating itself, right? So I feel like that she's going to be a little suspicious at first. It doesn't mean that she won't put her guard down eventually. But you have to keep trying. You have to be the masculine. I keep saying that. Like, be the masculine. Go back to watch reading number 2 if you're resonating with the masculine. Yes, see, wish fulfillment, equal give and take is needed, nurturing is needed. I mean, there so many things are resonating, but across all 3 readings. I really want you guys to watch all 3. I know it's probably unrealistic that you do watch all 3. Maybe go back to the beginning and pick one, you know, pick 1 or pick 2 and see if it resonates. Anyways, they all resonate with each other. It's all about emotional vulnerability. It's all about coming out of that ego, masculine energy, breaking the walls down, becoming a more awakened masculine energy, so that the feminine energy can be her true self, so she doesn't have to be guarded, so she doesn't have to push you away, so that you guys can both be successful in having a true relationship together. One that is above all other relationships, basically. That's the best I can put it. You guys look up twin flames if that resonates with you, or high level soul connections, soulmates, high level, high frequency. It's either high level or high frequency soulmates. I don't know. Mine's always been a twin flame, so there's that. We won't get into that subject. Alright guys, so these are cards that I made from messages from your person, so I'm going to get 2 or 3 out. Basically, it's anything that your person wants you to know, or their higher self wants you to know, things they are thinking or feeling, just whatever comes through. Some of them are advice too, just general advice from the universe, but most of them are supposed to be from your person or their higher self. Well, hello there. I guess they wanted us to take that one. And then I'll take this one too. And we'll finish this up and see if anything else comes out. Take that one. Okay. Ooh, that was actually, no, it wasn't. Okay. I'm going to read that one last, because this one is actually what I've been telling you guys, and I think that's awesome. Okay, first one you guys got out was divine timing is on our side. Definitely believe in that. Second one is, I'm going through a lot right now. Please be patient. I do still want us to be together. That is pretty much everything that I've said in this reading too. There might be external forces in their life, but at the end of the day, like I said earlier, like I do feel like you both want a victory in this. So you both could be going through a lot and kind of cut off, or this person could be, take that how that resonates, okay? Third one says, I want us to move in together soon. Take that as that resonates. Next one says trust, surrender. Definitely feel that. I feel like that's with you. If you're resonating with the masculine, definitely trust in the process, trust in divine timing. Trust that dropping your ego self is not going to make you less of a man. It's actually going to make you more of a masculine energy than you could actually think. So it's funny how that works. Anyways, next one we have We will make it through this. Together we are strong. And I definitely feel that. Again, if you guys are high-level soulmates or twin flames, this is definitely true. You guys will repeat cycles until you guys are pretty much together, unless you're meant to be together in another life cycle, which a lot of times happens. But I definitely just get this feeling that you guys are old souls, and I feel like you guys are meant to be together. Just putting it out there. I don't say that often, but just putting it out there. Last one, put it right here, I guess, says, please message me. I need to know you still think of me. I hope you didn't forget about me. Guys, this is exactly what I've been telling you. The feminine here needs you to reach out to her. Her energetically, not her physically, okay? But yes, the masculine needs to take the steps forward, okay? Need to reach out, need to get the ball rolling, need to be emotionally vulnerable, need to drop the ego, right? The reasons why these things didn't work out is because of that blockage. And guys, underneath this, it just says, I will always love you truly, deeply, madly. So yes, this person does have a deep love for you, and I definitely feel that. I feel like you have a deep love for this person too. I really do. And I feel like you guys are both really passionate about each other, and I feel like you both really want a future with each other. But you guys keep blocking your heart space here. There's lots of green here too. I didn't mention that, but this is the Chakra Wisdom deck, this bottom one. So it points out your chakras. You guys have your heart chakra 3 times. You have your third eye chakra 3 times. Throat chakra once. Sacral twice here. Anyways, heart chakra and third eye chakra. So connecting to spirit or your intuition, I'll say that. Connecting to your intuition about this, trusting the process in this, and then opening up your heart. Opening up your heart space. Definitely areas of work here. Okay, guys, so I'm going to end it right there. I think that's good enough. Please go back and read. Why do I keep saying read? Please go back and watch 1 and or 2 if you possibly can. I hope that you can, because it all resonates across the board. And you might have other messages in them that aren't necessarily in this one. Again, thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. There's a bunch of stuff in the description box as well, so please make sure you check that out. Thank you so much for everyone who's subscribed in the past couple of months. Again, I apologize I haven't been on here for 3 months. School has been crazy, but now that is over with, and I'm super excited to have that finally done with. I can get back to this and other things and actually breathe. So I will be here. I will be here in a few weeks, guys. Thank you for joining. No extended reads. Please check out the description box again. And I will see you guys here next time.